I hope that everybody had a meaningful Rosh Hashanah. Hashem should write us all in for a year of only bracha and simcha. A very frightening thing happens in this week's Parsha. When talking about the future of the Jewish people, Moshe says that there's going to be tragedy that's going to hit us. And the people will respond by saying, Al kiyen Elokai b'kirbi mitzuni harosa eila. Oh, I know why these tragedies are happening. I know why we're suffering. It's because Hashem is not a part of my life. It sounds like the Jews are doing tshuva. There's a realization that we need God to be with us in order to stave off these sufferings. If we're doing tshuva, we would hope that the next pasuk would then say, and Hashem seeing that the people want to return and want a relationship with Him, so everything's great and Hashem embraces us. But rather, the response is, Hashem v'anochi haster astir panai bayom hahu. Hashem hides His face. Hiding His face is a description usually of distance, not of embrace. But if it seems like the Jews are doing tshuva, if it seems that we're having a realization that Hashem is not part of our lives, so then why is Hashem's response hiding His face and not embracing us? There are many answers to this question. One of the most common ones is that if the only reason why we are returning to Hashem is because we want to avoid tragedy, so Hashem says, fine, you don't want punishment, you don't want tragedy, you don't want suffering, okay, I'll give you no suffering, no problem. But to have a relationship with me, if that's not what you're interested in, you're only interested in running away from punishment, so then, so then I'm going to withdraw. I'm going to not have a relationship with you. It's all dependent on us. As sometimes we say, Hashem tzilcha al yad yaminecha. Hashem is our shadow. To the extent that we seek and yearn a relationship with Him, so that's the extent that Hashem relates to us as well. So even though it seems like we're doing tshuva, it's not a real teshuva me'ava, but it's just a teshuva because we're afraid of punishment. Hashem says, I'll give you exactly what you want. You don't want punishment? Fine, no punishment. But relationship, you're not interested? V'anochi haster aster. The Ramban says that perhaps another reason why Hashem withdraws is because we come to this realization, Al kiyen Elokai b'kirbi mitzuni harosa eila, that we have this realization that Hashem is not a part of my life, but then there's no follow-up. Then what? If we don't do anything with it, if we don't take on any resolutions, if we don't make any real changes, if nothing happens because it may be a cool moment of inspiration, but in the end it's meaningless. V'anochi haster aster, and then Hashem is going to withdraw. We see the same idea in the HaTorah. Shuva Yisrael, it's all about Bnei Yisrael doing tshuva and returning to Hashem. Kichu imachem devarim. But the key is, what's the takeaway? What are we walking away with? What resolution have we resolved for our future? To have a relationship with Hashem, to commit to being a better Jew, to being a better human being. What have we taken upon ourselves that the tshuva is not just a great moment of inspiration, especially when we're in shul with everybody else, but actually made practical difference in my life. That on these days of awe, that not only do we glean from the inspiration and the fire and the passion of being in shul and being together with everybody, but that we take upon ourselves even a small resolution, but just to make some change so that the days are not just one quick flash of lightning and then let's go back to where we were, but rather by taking small resolutions and going step by step, we can become even greater people. Have a great Shabbos.